Hello. Today we're going to look at some examples of perimeter that involve rectangles and circles, such as boys running around a running track that's a perimeter of the track. If you've got a piece of cardboard and you cut out a semicircle, and we find the perimeter of the piece of card that's left. And finally, when a question asks to find the length of a fence that goes around a rose garden, this is also finding the perimeter. Do you remember the key words and examples that inform us that we need to calculate the perimeter? Obviously the name perimeter. Anything that goes around or surrounds an object is the perimeter. A fence goes around the perimeter of a garden. A chain. And of course the example of the training track. This is the perimeter of the running track. Okay, let's look at an Alex type question. A training field is designed by joining a rectangle and two semicircles as shown below. There's the key words that tell us that we're using rectangles and circles. The rectangle is 88 meters long and 58 meters wide. What is the length of the training track? This is the key word that tells us we need to find out how long the track is. We simply add all the lengths together when we're finding perimeter. And don't forget that the long side of the training track is 88 meters. Now, we note that we have two half circles in our question, and two half circles or two semicircles make one whole circle. Remember, the perimeter of a circle is also named the circumference. We have two formula for circumference of a circle. Circumference is 2 times pi times the radius, or circumference equals pi times the diameter. Now, what have we got in the question? Correct. We've got the diameter, so we're going to use the second formula. So let's add up the lengths. We've got 88 plus pi times the diameter. This is 176 plus 3.14 times 58, which is the diameter. So our final length of the track is 358.12 meters long. Okay, second type question. This question, we've got a rose garden and it's designed by joining a rectangle and a semicircle as shown below. The rectangle is 29 feet long and the width is 19 feet. A gardener wants to build a fence around the garden. This is the key word that tells us we have to find the perimeter. We need to know the distance all around the garden. There's another key word. So we simply add all the lengths. And don't forget, the long side of the garden is 29 feet. Note here, we've only got one half circle or one semicircle in the question. Now, do you remember the circumference equals pi times the diameter? Now, if we've only got half a circle, the circumference will be a half times pi times the diameter. So, the length of the fence is 29 plus 19 plus 29 plus a half times pi times the diameter. This is 77 plus 29.83, which is a total length of 106.83 feet. And finally, the last type question. A semicircle is cut out of a rectangular paper board. It's 29 inches long and 18 inches wide. What is the perimeter of the paper board that remains after the semicircle is removed? This is the key word that's telling us we have to find the distance all around the card. There's the other keyword. So we simply add all the lengths together again. Don't forget, the long side is 29 inches. Question: how many half circles do we have in this question? Correct, we just have the one half circle. So the perimeter of the card is 29 plus 18 plus 29 plus a half times 3.14 times the diameter. 76 times a half times 3.14 times 18, which is the diameter of the circle. And the total length of the total perimeter of the card is 104.26 inches. Thank you very much.